All right, guys, another day of screaming into the void. Let's talk about data centers and what's going on with them, which is right now one of the more controversial things that everyone's talking about right now. All these data centers being built everywhere, and right now the most controversial and the latest one being the data center that Kevin O'Leary is building in Idaho. Um, it's so massive. I've heard that it'll need its own natural power plant. Literally, like it's gonna require as much power as a a good sized city. And I want to say, like, have we like collectively lost our minds? Um, like, why are we building data centers for mostly um, useless data? And I'll explain to you what that means by useless data. Like we've created more data in the past few decades in the entire history of mankind, right? And um, and it's causing so much energy use and a massive footprint. I think we need to be um, more selective with what are we storing in these data centers, right? I think this, if I remember correctly, was proposed by Hideo Kojima in at the end of Metal Gear Solid 2, where there's so much data that there's so much data right now, information, that we can't differentiate. General public, most people can't differentiate between noise and actual information. I've experienced it myself. You probably experienced it yourself too, where there's so much information coming at you. There's so many views, opinions, pieces, um, uh, coming at you that you don't know what to believe, like what's actually true, which defeats the purpose of having data, because it's just useless. It's kind of useless. um uh and if you want to be selective about data, it creates another problem. Is like, who's going to be responsible for um selecting the data now, right? That's because that's a lot of power. Whoever controls the data is going to control everything. Basically, it's going to be like money, basically. um you know like being able to control information, because that's real power. Also, to be straight, on a side note, that was kind of my rant about the data and everything. I think on a side note, it'll be a real fu to the billionaires. We let them build all these data centers, and we collectively stop uploading stuff for a long while, just to render these data centers useless. I think that'll be a real that'll be a real fu. That'll be like real funny, because they'll lose on their investment, blah blah blah. Anyway, but that's just me. Anyway, see you in the next video, I guess.